Okay, y'all, I am officially back live. Oh my God, it's been such a long time. Whew. Well, I got a free day today. I don't have to go in or class, so I'm here with you guys to talk about R.Kelly's life being in jeopardy, as well as the things that are coming out in the Diddy trial. Also, I'm going to talk about some of that Chrisean Rock and this Blueface. I hope you guys are not surprised that they're back together. I don't think y'all be knowing what's going on. So I have to come out here and give y'all my thoughts, my opinion. So that way y'all can see what's really going on. Okay. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to start off with a song before I get into this here commentary. One of my dear songs, when I covered the R. Kelly trial, I was boots on the ground. I put it down like no other. Can't nobody do it like Hollywood because I does it the best, and I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just saying this humbly, and I respect all of my supporters, all of my subscribers that supported me when I was growing here on YouTube. We almost got to 20,000 subscribers, so I want to say thank you guys for that. We're still at 18,000, but I took a hiatus for a while, and I think this may just be the start of something new and better for me to come back on. But I'm just thankful for all the support that I do have and the people who stayed with me behind the scenes. So shout out to you guys. Y'all know who y'all are. We're going to get into some commentary, okay? So I gotta learn all the stuff about the system again. So I just set my eCam back up. Um, I set my streaming services back up, and then I gotta play with some things to be familiar again because I'm not familiar with social media as I once was. I was so fluent. I'm still fluent, and you don't really lose it like they say. If you don't use it, you lose it. Well, I beg to differ. So anyway, with that being said, let's tune into this here song and let's get right into some commentary. Okay, so we already know this is one of my favorite songs and one of the only songs that's not copywritten that I can actually play. Okay. We're going to continue to do what we do. We're going to grow together. I would like to hear from you guys. I come in here so totally different. Things are not going to be as it once was because, when you grow and the more you know, the better you can become. That's Red's not supposed to be green, like face not supposed to be seen. The sky's not supposed to touch the ground, and I swear it's not supposed to be round. The moon's not supposed to touch the sun, and a two is not supposed to be a one. Said the heart's not supposed to weigh a ton, and forever's not supposed to be done. Winter's not supposed to come in June, and I am not supposed to have the blues. There are so many things that are not supposed to be, except you and me. Many things there are so many things that I'm not supposed to be. Baby, except you and me. Okay, y'all, so I just had to play that. That's like my turn up song to get me into the game or whatever, so I can talk to you guys about the things that's happening right now all over the world. But we're going to talk specifically about R. Kelly's life being in danger. We're going to talk about Diddy's trial and the things that's happening. Kanye West, I heard, is out in New York. He is up on the scene. They said that Kanye West is getting attacked out there. So I don't know. We might be here for a minute to just till I get back in the game. Okay, so just bear with your girl and support the platform. All you have to do is hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, I ask that you subscribe to this platform, and let's get reconnected and let's grow together again. Because I'm gonna bring that heat, right? Y'all already know. Okay, it's just I feel like you grow in time, and that's just where I'm at. So with that being said, let me figure out how to share my screen again. It's been a minute, y'all, so please bear with me, okay? Please bear with me. I got to figure all this stuff out, and we're going to do it together. We're going to figure it out together, okay? So I see my screen overlay. let's see. Okay, this must be my screen share button. Wow. Okay, there we go. Okay, see, it's like riding a bike, y'all. It's like riding a bike. Um, I want to highlight this right here. Hold on. Thankfully, I don't got a lot of stuff on my screen, so y'all don't get a chance to see all the stuff I got going on. Okay. Okay, let me just remove this thing. So, okay, we're gonna figure this out together. Hey V White, I see you, boo. Okay, let me move this out my face. Okay. And then I want to go here. I am not playing when I say it's been a minute. I did not think I was going to do social media for a while. I was coming back, but I just didn't expect to just jump back in like this. But when they start messing with R. Kelly, that's very sensitive to me, especially for all the work that I put into R. Kelly's support system. Like, it wasn't very many of us. I can count myself, and I definitely can count Dana J. And I'm sure there's others, no shade, but just the people that I connected with, okay? So I just want to be clear. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to offend anybody. Like, I know I could do that, right? So I don't want to do that. I want to be very, very careful with the choice words that I use because I have grown so much since you guys last saw me, okay? So let me turn that background off because I don't want them to be playing stuff. So let me just probably just start a new platform. How about let me just start a new live? Like, not new live, excuse me. Let me get a new screen. And then that way I could pull up some. See, they talk about Kanye West is getting attacked at the courthouse. Ooh, and Diddy's people has actually requested to have Kanye and Kanye's wife Bianca come and testify. So I'm a little behind on what's happening right now because I'm believing that the government is still putting on their case against Diddy, right? But correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So let me just get into some Diddy stuff, but we're gonna get into R. Kelly and everything that's happening with him. I just want to kind of like, I'm gonna be bouncing until I can get my consistency. So, like I said, just bear with me. I'm fresh back on the scene, but I definitely want to elaborate some on all the stuff that's happened. I just can't keep quiet any longer. Hey, Trigger, my ninja. I see you, my brother. Okay. I want to I'm gonna have to log into my X account too, so I can be able to, you know, no, not Xfinity, Twitter. How about that? Why would they take me to Xfinity? Like, they playing games now. I want to get into X, not Xfinity. Here we go. I gotta figure out how to log in. I'm telling y'all, I ain't did this in a minute. I be in the bushes though, watching people like, wait a minute, hold up. Don't want to go in as next. Okay, let's see. They might already have me in there. Look, I'm still saved. Uh-oh. It says verify your identity. Hold on, I just got an email from them. I want to change users. I don't even know nothing, y'all. I'm sorry. We're going to do this together like the first time, okay? Okay, it says that's incorrect. I don't know my user's information. Didn't I just tell y'all I ain't did this in a long time? Ooh, Father God, I need you right now. I'll be prepared the next time because, like I said, this is unexpected and I really just want to come on and vibe with y'all. So it is Hollywood Next. Why is it saying no? Saying no, but that is the name. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with that. Let's just sign in this away. And we're going to get into some commentary, okay? I want to say it's this one. Use my phone to log in. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I can't believe I'm rusty, y'all. I'm rusty, y'all. All right, let's see what it do, y'all. Let's see. Hey, Tomorrow's Leader Sports Network. I see you in the building. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming over here and tuning in with your girl next in the building. Uh, Running it up in 2025 in the middle of the year, right? This is 6 months in the year. Here I am. I am human. Let's get me in. And then we can follow the notes that they're taking, you know, from the court. Use the arrows. Move the person. What are they talking about? I don't know. Oh, I think I did it. Oh, okay. So now I need to move the person to the end, right? I don't know how to do this. What are they talking about? One and done. Why is it? They're asking me to move the person. Oh, I was like, what's going on? I need to move the person to. This is crazy, huh? How do I get that person to sit here? Let me just submit it. Oh my gosh. How do you do this? This is stupid. This is a dumb thing, y'all. Like, what is happening? They are purposely not letting me get that person to sit in the chair over there. I'm about to play these games. I don't do this. I really don't got time for the games today. Using the arrows, move the person to indicate to C. Okay, I know the C they wanted in closer to the E, but whew, this is too much. This is a lot. They playing games. And they got me playing right along with them. My goodness, this is too much for my nerves, y'all. Y'all know my nerves are short and I have short nerves. I can't do this. Okay, I think I figured it out. I got the cups. Here we go. Boom. This better be it. Ooh, they was about to drive me nuts. X was about to get X'd for playing with me. Okay, let's continue. Okay, there's so much to unpack, so I'm gonna come in here and do as much time as I can give to you guys because most of y'all, I was able to do a short, brief live yesterday. Got interrupted, lack of you know, y'all couldn't hear me or whatever. The communication wasn't there. And so I was basically telling you guys that I'm in school right now. I'm actually in college. I'm at San Francisco State. I'm going to graduate next month, okay? And I probably have a little bit more airtime to come on and do a lot of more commentary with you guys. So I'm just going to work my way back in to the algorithm. But I'm going to need you guys' support. So I need y'all to like the video. I need you to subscribe to the channel. And let's get the likes up. Let's get the subscriptions up. So that way they know I'm back. Okay. So that's what I'm going to need from you all. Outside of that, I got the rest. Okay. If y'all do decide to donate to the platform and support it as we continue to grow, that's on your leisure. It's not a requirement, but it's always appreciated. Okay. So I just want to say that there. Now let's get into some of this Diddy stuff. No, yeah, we're gonna do Diddy right quick, and then we're gonna get into R.Kelly, and then I'm gonna talk about some Chrisean Rock because I gotta give y'all my thoughts and my opinions on that because there's so much stuff out here that I just want to come out here and I want to share this information with y'all, and I want to tell y'all, don't believe the hype and the games that they're playing, and we see we're on the world stage. Okay, we're gonna expose a lot of stuff, and we're gonna do it respectfully. Okay, we're gonna do it with grace. We're gonna give some people some grace and some people gonna get mercy, okay? And we're gonna do grace and mercy, okay? We're not gonna do it sloppy. We ain't gonna get into all that, okay? So let's see who's reporting on Diddy. Let's get some stuff jumping, y'all. Okay, let's see. Diddy Daily. Uh, Trial Watch. Let's see what the Trial Watch is talking about. Okay. And I see you, Miss T is Blount. I'm glad to see you back in the building, my love. I'm glad to see the people that is jumping in the chat. Shout out to y'all because you know you guys make the platform do what it do. I can't do it without you guys. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Okay, so we got some inner city press jumping off, and we fit to get into this here. 58 minutes ago, 59 minutes ago, okay, an hour ago. So let's go to today's, and we'll go back into time a little bit, and then we're gonna come forward. We got some stuff coming in 22 minutes ago. Um, yeah. Oh, look at here. Okay, I gotta tell y'all, they got what's his name? Kanye West is in the building, y'all. I'm trying to figure out how I can change my screen. I'll figure it out later. I don't want to play with all that stuff where I'm just sharing certain stuff with you guys. So hold on, let me. Can y'all? I know y'all can see it. I ain't gotta ask no questions because I know y'all can see it. I just want to remove that stuff at the bottom. That is so irritating. Screen share. What does it say? Okay, yes, here we go. See, I'm figuring it out together. Okay, we look now. Okay, let me see. Okay, current application. Boom. Back you all. Hollywood is in the building with a bust down middle part, 30-inch on these. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm humble, y'all. I'm humble. I'm humble. You know, they get mad when I feel myself. I don't know why. You're supposed to feel yourself, live, love, and life. They don't want me back, y'all. They don't want me back. But you know what? I'm here for y'all. I'm here to stay. And whatever questions y'all have, please put your questions in the comment section. I will answer your questions as best as the knowledge that I have. And whatever I don't know, we're gonna figure it out together. Okay? Because I want to be in a room with people that's smarter than me. Okay. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Okay. So with that being said, let me shout out some more people I see coming up in the building. Life with Prissy. Hey girl. It has been a long time. I know. You know, life be life for y'all. I mean, you know, y'all got to take y'all mental breaks and stuff. Get y'all stuff together. You know, social media, don't let this be your driving force. What? God is the head of my life, okay? And yeah, we're going to just leave that right there. All right, let's get into some stuff, y'all. Let's get into some stuff. All right, let me see. Uh-oh, did I press the wrong button? Here we go. Boom. All right, let me blow this up. Okay, so, Kanye West, y'all. Ooh. All right, let's see what's going on. Ooh wee! All right, y'all. Crazy Kanye. What? Ooh, let me see. Final nail in the coffin for Diddy. What is they talking about? Extra Taylor Swift. Okay, so let me just start off by giving y'all some of my thoughts and some of my opinions when it comes to this whole Diddy stuff. Right. Let me just say this first as a disclaimer. These are my thoughts, my views. They do not reflect the views of the comments that's in the comment section, and nor do the comments reflect my views. Okay, for entertainment and educational purposes, I will be going over lots of my thoughts, my opinions, as well as facts. Okay, I will always separate my facts from my thoughts and my opinions. So do not put them together because they don't go together. Okay, it's just my opinion, just like you're entitled to yours. I'm entitled to mine. Now, with that being said, I don't support Diddy. Straight up. I'm just going to come out the back. Straight F up. I do not support Diddy under no circumstances. But what I do support is injustice. Okay. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Right. Wasn't that what we was taught when we was coming up? Maybe the Caucasians missed the bus, but I didn't miss it. Okay. I was on the smart bus and it says right is right and wrong is wrong. Now, what they have done, in my personal opinion, is they're definitely using R.Kelly's blueprint, okay, for the things that they did corruptly, in my opinion, to take down R.Kelly. Now, with that also being said, what I'm seeing is they expose R.Kelly's lifestyle and what he liked, okay, and they tried to make it sinister and they made it a criminal act. Same what I'm seeing with the Diddy situation, okay? So I'm seeing that in Diddy situation, they're exposing that nigga nasty lifestyle. Wait, he was nasty. And I heard he had a 2-inch killer, y'all. A 2-inch killer. You know, I'm going to call it like it is. That's what you call a 2-inch killer, okay? They call it a Tootsie Roll, but a Tootsie Roll ain't nothing but a 2-inch. What that thing ain't about to do no type of damage. It ain't hitting no arteries. It ain't hitting my guts. I can't even feel your love outside of you telling me you love me. Let's get into it, y'all. Y'all know I'm going to come and I'm going to bring that A game. Y'all already know this is the triple threat that these people be worried about when I come and talk to y'all, okay? So now, with that being said, yeah, he didn't have it. He had a 2-inch killer, so he had to go hire other men to please his woman while he watched her just get it down. Sick down. I'm going to call it sick down, okay? He had to get her sick down because he could not put it down, okay? Ain't no way on God's green earth. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Y'all know I'm fit to bring it to y'all. Y'all know y'all miss this realism, and I'm here to give it to you. So peep game, though. Ain't no way no man that got a stick that's longer than the python. Correct me if I'm wrong. About to sit there and watch this woman get pound town. Okay, we ain't not about to pound on the town when it comes to my. You know what I'm saying? No. Okay. It's like a woman that she knows she got what it do. Period. The juices is flowing. Ain't no way she about to go sit on somebody else and pound on his town. Okay, when you got what you got. I mean, I'm just saying. So for me, this is giving little energy. Okay, little ick energy. Period. Okay, he didn't have it. He didn't have the monster. He fine as wine. Man, sexy. Oh, wait, did he? He was fine, but he didn't have the package. Okay, he was missing the. Why he just didn't go get a ick enhancement like these chicks go get these BBLs? Why he just didn't go get a long one? Strong. Ooh, baby. I can only imagine if he had it, he would be even more cocky. But he was playing the game like he had it like that. That man ain't got it, y'all. He ain't got it. So I'm here to say he ain't got it. Let me brush this down. You know, I'm very self-conscious about myself. But no, he ain't have it. So yeah, Napoleon energy. Let me highlight y'all in the comment section when I see it. The 2-inch killer. Yeah. Sam V, shout out to you. I see you in the building. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, 2-inch killer. Okay, that's what it was given. 2-inch killer. And yeah, the Napoleon energy. Baby, he did not have it. So yeah, with that being said, that's what happens when you ain't got it. See them little 2-inch killers, they be thinking they doing no, I'm them shrimpies. We gonna call him shrimpy. He had a little shrimpy. He didn't get a prawn, he got a shrimp. It's a difference, okay? You never miss the colossal prawn with a shrimpy, okay? It was little. It was little. He wasn't dusty. He wasn't dusty. He wasn't dusty. He didn't have it. They couldn't ride it. And I know it. It's in court. They talking about it. He's been exposed. It was little. He was a dusty. Damn, Diddy. Diddy, you I cannot. Okay, enough of that. He's a dusty. He was a dusty, y'all. And with a little one. So anywho, he ain't have it. He ain't have it, y'all. He ain't have it, okay? So, with that being said, oh, shoot. Let's get into some stuff, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. I'm here to give it to y'all like y'all like it, okay? Because I know how to tell it to the people, how the people want to hear it, okay? Oh, we got our first haters. Shout out to my first hater! Shout out to my first hater. Please, I need you. I need more. Not just one. I need more. You know why I need more? Because they make me great. Oh my God. You guys just have no idea. Oh, I got so much to tell y'all. So we're going to take our time. We're going to crawl before we walk. We're going to get into this, but we're going to jump into some stuff and we're going to do some deep diving, okay? I jumps off of Rick's Cafe. We're going to do some deep diving, okay? So anyway, make sure everybody hit the like button, whether you like me or you dislike me, you big man, because I'm big back. Big back and Big Mac. And I come with the jokes, okay? My commentary is like no other. I promise you, you're going to get what you're coming for. You want your kiki, your hee-hees, and your tatas, your papas. Yeah, you're right in the right place. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to this growing channel. Let's run it up, y'all. We got a lot of work to do, okay? So let's see. Okay, I want to go back up because I just want to get to one of these media outlets that's really outside, boots on the ground and covering it. I mean, Tisa Tell, she do what she do, but she's biased and that's her prerogative, you know what I'm saying? But I I'm neutral, okay? I'm gonna tell it to you straight up. Like I'm not biased. I'm keeping it real. I do not like Diddy. Okay, I do believe he has something to do with my Tupac. Okay, on the West Coast, my Tupac. I believe he has something to do with that. Also, I believe he has something to do with my Biggie. That's on the East Coast, because I got East Coast love, Midwest love. I got love all around the world and internationally known. Okay, now with that being said, let me go to Inner City Press and let's just jump right into some stuff. And then, like I said, we got to talk about R. Kelly because his life is in danger. The government has hired some supremacists to go in there and take down Kels. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why, in my opinion, they want to take Kels down. And I told you guys this before, and I know I'm bouncing from subject to subject, so bear with me until I get my consistency together. I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to be, okay, but I do want to get it straight for us, the people, okay, because we are the people. So with that being said, I told you guys this before. R. Kelly did not live a violent life. That was an R&B lover singer, okay? King of the R&B lover singer. And he didn't live a violent life. So when he was out here on these streets, they couldn't just pow him because he didn't live like that. So it would have looked suspicious. Like, what's happened? R. Kelly got blazed up in the streets of the Chicago. That's not even a headline. That would have been like, huh? They would have knew it was a hit, right? Off the top. That's just common sense. So now, boom, I'm going to make y'all think because that's what I do. I like you guys to think. I want to give you guys a lot of information so you can process and be like, well, that makes more sense than all the stuff I've been listening to on all these platforms, okay? Till you stop over here, you're going to get something that you've been looking for, okay? You're going to get some answers. You're going to get some clarity, and I'm going to make it make sense. That's what I am going to do. So now, boom. So yeah, so he didn't live a violent life, right? So what they did was they tried to they didn't try. They went and conjured up. No, let me just say it like this. He was taken down, in my opinion. I never ever exposed Keith Washington. I never put Keith out there. But Keith, you got some answers to answer to. Okay, I'm not gonna just throw you all the way under the bus. I'm gonna give you opportunity to actually speak for yourself because, like I said, I want to do things totally different, but I'm still gonna bring that, you know what I'm saying, that fire and put it under them, make them jump. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get the call in there. They want to talk to me. They're gonna be looking for me. They got a strippy. They is a dusty. So anyway, you got some answers to answer to. I'm just gonna say it like that. I got a lot of recordings, got a lot of conversations with you, and you're gonna have to answer to some stuff that you said that I listened to, and I heard you say some things that the people want to know. Why did you say these things, and why did you acknowledge these things, and why did you admit to these things? Okay, so we're gonna get into a whole bunch of facts, okay, versus my thoughts and you guys in the chat's thoughts. Okay, so with that being said, he didn't live a violent life. So he was set up, in my opinion, and I believe I got a lot of information to say this, by some people very close to him, okay? And they conjured up this whole entire takedown of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, right? And so what they did was they went and got people to, like, Azriel and Joycelyn. She was a part of it. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, Joycelyn, you were a part of it. You got cold feet when the plan got real and the plot thickened, okay? And you decided to pull yourself out of it and say, I can't do this. I can't. I don't blame you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't blame you. Your parents were involved. The Clarys were involved. It was so many people that was involved in this situation. It was sickening, right? And so, yeah, they definitely manufactured the case against him. Let me highlight that, you guys. Let me highlight that. And I see Lola in the building. Let me see, girl, where you been? Was you locked up? Never been in jail, baby. I don't do jail. No. Tisa don't like Diddy either. Okay, well, I can't defend Tisa, but she can speak for herself. But thank you so much. I do appreciate that, Mrs. Lolita. Okay, so shout out to you guys. I do appreciate it. Make sure everybody that's in the chat hit the like button. Let's get the likes to match the views. I really appreciate everything because I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I ain't gotta fake the funk. Okay, so now excuse me. So with that being said, yeah, so they went and conjured up all this. They manufactured a whole plot and scheme to take him down. It was, in my opinion, Keith was the head of it. He was the chief operator. He was the chief operator. And I emphasize that. He was the head of the operations. And like I said, I did not never throw him out there. And this was strategic for me for a reason, because always know God's timing is better than my timing or any of our timings, right? So I had to sit on the stuff that I have and sit on this information. It's uploaded. All of it is uploaded here on my social media, all my social media platforms. They're just locked in private. Okay, so I can unlock the videos and share the stuff with you guys. All the audio is here here on this platform, on all three of my platforms. I'll just say it like that, because that way I was protecting it so it wouldn't get lost in the sauce, right? And plus, I do have it on my phones as well, and I got it. I have it. So you guys will be hearing from him soon. Okay, either he can come out here and tell you himself, clean his name up, or R. Kelly will be notified. And just to know that they were tampering with the mail. God showed me they were tampering with the mail. Okay. I knew they were tampering with the mail. They got my letter. Okay. Just trash. Okay. The girl just trash. She ended up reading my letter, but she doctored and altered it to say what she wanted to say. But they had the actual letter. Okay, I will acknowledge they had the letter, which is crazy. How do you get a letter I sent to the prisons for Mr. Kelly, but they end up in your hands? I was like, what? So when she read it, I never acknowledged this because I didn't acknowledge it because I was like, puzzled how she get my letter. There was so much corruption inside. They didn't want me to be in contact with him because they know my voice was going to reach his soul, the depths of his soul, okay? Where he was going to know who was behind him going down like this. And even the conversations that I've had with Mr. Kelly, I'll be able to play that too. You'll hear me ask Mr. Kelly, what's up with Keith? I want to know because I knew he was at the head of this. I knew it without a shadow of a doubt. So again, you guys will get a chance to hear all that stuff. I got to break it down. I'm going to bring this information to you guys. I got to crawl before I walk, but I'm definitely here to bring the knowledge to the people. Okay. So now, boom, excuse me. So as I was saying, so they conjured it up. They was working with Don Russell and I don't even say all the people's names because it's so many. And if you watch my platform, you already know I pretty much put them all out here. But it was crazy. Any of them that came for me, I was strategic about what I knew and how I felt. My spirit don't lie. It don't lead me stray. It don't forsake me. And it's never led me wrong. Okay. So I was aware of all the tactics, Sharon Winbush, the Keefs and the Bobbies and the everybody that had a playing role. I do want to say I think Bobby may have been maybe innocent in all of this. I'm not going to throw you under the bus because I truly do believe you may have been misinformed. I'll just give that credit to you for now. But if something changes, y'all know I'm going to call it out like I see it, right? So boom. Now, with that being said, it was just so much. And the information that came out, the $5 million that Sharon Winbush talked about, she said Keith stole the money. I got evidence. I know who stole the money. I got it out the horse's mouth who got the money and who took the money. That $5 million was for R. Kelly's legal defense team. They strategically made sure he did not have the amount of money he needed to fight the fight that he was fighting. So they drained his bank account. At that time, he was in debt. They was taking his royalties. They was deferring all his money away from him, and it was going into the pockets of the people around him. And then Keith was his he had power of attorney. Okay. So you got power of attorney. Like it gets so deep. Like I said, I never ever got a chance to really go into the full detail of all the information that I really truly did want to share with you guys. And it was reasons behind all of that. Okay. And so now I have information about everything I'm telling y'all. I have receipts, okay? It ain't going to come out just my mouth right now. It's going to come from the horse's mouth because I will be putting together lots of clips for you guys to hear it coming out the horse's mouth, okay? Now, the way I played my game, and I'm going to give you all my head knowledge or whatever because nobody could do it like I do it anyway, but I had to play into them. Okay, if you understand what I'm trying to tell you, I had to play into the people that was communicated with me to build trust. And that wasn't the easiest thing to do. Okay, because in order to catch the fool, sometimes you have to play the fool. And one of the hardest things I ever had to do was play the fool. And I played the fool on many occasions to get conversation started, to get trust going so they could trust me enough to tell me some things that I needed to hear. And when I started doing the math, and I'm like a math magician, I started putting the math together. It was mathing. Ooh, it was mathing. So with that being said, It was just so much. Okay. It was so many people that was involved. Like I said, there was not nobody that I personally felt I could trust when I was out here talking about the case. It was not a lot of people that I could trust. So my circle got really, really small, and I already don't trust people outside in the real world. So coming on social media, ain't no love here, ain't no trust here. No, just do what you got to do, bring what you're gonna bring, say what you got to say, and then that's it. That's all. You really can't trust people, and I don't. My trust is slim to none. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Okay, I can speak better today than I ever did because, like I said, I had to grow throughout my absence, and so I come back to present to you guys my presence as well as my expertise and the knowledge that I have gained throughout the time that I have been away. Okay, so that's just the start of that particular conversation. But to get back into deep diving a little bit when it comes to R. Kelly, again, they had to go and conjure up these stories. Azriel was always coming; she always was there for the setup. She never came in there to find love with R. Kelly. Yeah, she fell in love with R. Kelly eventually, but she still flipped on R. Kelly in the end when it's said and done. And her life is miserable. She looks horrible. I'll be honest. She looks bad, like real bad, 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 right? And then Azriel, Joycelyn, like I said, everybody had a role to play. I want to break down each character's roles that each person had to play. Like I said, if you built the pyramid, at the top of the pyramid, you have Keith at the top, then you have Don Russell on the side, then you have other players, and then it just builds itself all the way like that. Okay, you have the Clarys, and then you have the Joycelyn's in them family, and then you have Azriel and Joycelyn, and then you have Jerhonda, and then you had Rashona, and then you had fake relatives, and then you had it was so much out here. It was so much, you guys, and they didn't want it to come out. But again, now that they're trying to really wipe R. Kelly out, the government had a big role in this too. I would say they was above. Uh, mm, I want to say they was in partnership with the people at the top of the pyramid that came and created. That's my personal opinion. Okay, I'm not going to put my opinion with the facts, so just hear me out. I do believe, in my opinion, that they had a lot to do with the key players that was at the top and the players that was at the bottom, because they had to roll out the carpet and bring them in to present this nasty work of a case. Okay, it was nasty work, and so with that being said, yes, it was a pyramid scheme. Shout out to you, Tia. You be on it, boo. You so on it. All of you guys are on it. I can't give one to not give to the other credit, because I'm equal around here. Like y'all, my big babies. Okay, I can't treat none of my kids different, right? So with that being said, it was a big takedown, and now they brought me back out because they're trying to take him out, and it's like the man is already suffering in jail. You guys didn't accomplish the mission that y'all accomplished, even though you didn't execute the mission, because to execute the mission would have been to execute Mr. Kelly, right? So what they did was they executed the mission. They was able to secure two convictions, right? They went back in time and they figured out a federal way, but there was so many people involved with that federal way. Okay, those cases don't just happen like that. The statute of limitation ran out. So they figured, oh, okay, well, there's no statute of limitation when it comes to the feds. So they went a back route. They went through the back door because they couldn't go through the front door. They would go through the front door. Your mom would be like, babe, you ain't coming in here looking like that. Yeah, get up out of here. Okay, you ain't coming up in here looking like that. So they couldn't go through the front door. They had to go around to the back so nobody wouldn't see the dirt that was on them, on all over them, right? So that's how they did it. Went through the back door, all filthy, nasty, and dirty, and grimy, and slimy. Okay, so they could take down the king of R&B, and they did it through the back door. Okay, so boom, me having eyes in the front, the back, up, side, and all around, I was able to see them come through the back door like, hold on, where y'all coming in here like that for? Get and it was so many that it was bum rushing. I was like, oh Lord, so now I gotta just, So it's just like I couldn't take them all down, but I still got a chance to get a lot of intel and a lot of information on each and every one of them. And then they was just doing so much shady stuff. They was thinking that, oh, let's try to get Hollywood on our team, and we gotta get her. We gotta get her because she's saying everything that we doing wrong. So it's like we got how can we, when you can't beat you, they gotta join you, right? So I'm like, yeah, come on. They was calling in, yeah, you don't think I saw you coming? You don't think God said, look, watch that one too, here come another one? They was just coming. I was cracking up. I was getting a kick out of this guy. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Social media can be fun. It's what you make it. And I was making it, y'all. I made it so fun and so much that y'all was like getting all y'all little kikis and hee-hees out of it and stuff. So, anywho, moving forward. So basically, that's just kind of like the sum of some of the things that was happening around the case and stuff. And again, I have so much stuff that it's time for me to bring out the big guns. Okay, it's time to bring them out, right? Because y'all coming for kills again. Leave that man alone. Okay, free R. Kelly is what they should be doing. Because if you think about it and you look at R. Kelly's case and you look at the Diddy's case, then let's look at the similarity. Let's put the math together. Let's do the comparison and contrast. Johanna, 9 months pregnant, about to drop her load. Cassie, 9 months pregnant, about to drop her load. Hurry up and get the witnesses on the stand so they can hurry up and go have their babies and just get out here and then make it look like, oh, they need time because they're about to have their baby. That's such a coincidence how they both was pregnant, about to drop babies at the same time. These cases are jumping. Like, did they strategically get pregnant and say, we're going to start the trial right when she about to drop her load so that you can't question her too much? Cassie should be in jail, just like Johanna should be in jail, just like Azriel for sure should be in jail, and the Clarys and the Savages, all of them should be in jail, right? So many of them. I mean, absolutely so many of them. So it's like, oh my God, the comparison, the contrast is not a game, right? So you see that, and then you hear the witnesses on the stand, and you hear the lies that they're telling and stuff. And again, then the government, they're just trying to just like be so passive, like they don't, like they just try to ignore everything and just keep it going, like it's so many opportunities for this to have been a mistrial, especially when it came to R. Kelly's trial. So many things. Again, a RICO Mann Act, you have to have more than one person to be the enterprise, right? So what they do is just like, let me show you their blueprint, and it's gonna just, I'm gonna be done with this one right here, and then I'll come back. I'll give y'all more. If y'all want more, I'm gonna need y'all to hit the like button. Let's get the likes to match our views, and I'll be able to bring y'all the A game, right? So just think about this here. Okay, so you got Diddy and R. Kelly. They, like I said, they both had opportunities to have mistrials, right? But because the government is so faulty and foul about the mistrials they didn't want to have, and then they didn't do either one of them a mistrial, right? And then you got it to where the government is sitting here and they're bringing in Arias brothers to take down R. Kelly, right? So you got people like the government that can actually put people in risk like that and at jeopardy to take down Mr. Kelly. If you can tell me how the government was managed to get two convicted federal criminals to transfer to Butner, okay, where Mr. Kelly is located, and try to take him out because they had an agreement that they wanted to, we need you to do this for us. So if you agree that you take Mr. Kelly out, we gonna clean it up for y'all. We gonna make it like y'all had nothing to do with this, right? And then that's what they're saying. It's not my words. This is what is being said, right? It's in the documents. So they're gonna clean up the unaliving of Mr. Kelly, and then clean it up where one of them that's dealing with terminal cancer illness can be free and live the rest of his life on the free world. I think he should be free just because y'all put him in a predicament to where y'all wanted him to cause a criminal scene in the prison where eventually they was going to turn their back on that individual, in my opinion. Do dirt for us and we're going to let you go. Make it make sense. So you don't think that the government is behind R. Kelly and Diddy? Do dirt for us, and we gonna convict these two, and we're gonna let y'all go? That's what we're saying here. They literally gave immunities to Cassie and Johanna and Azriel and all the people that got immunity, and said, do this for us. Let's take him down, and we give y'all immunity. We see it all the time. This is the tactic. So that's why you all should be able to see this is dirty work. This is nasty work. This is government work, and it's foul. It's all around the board foul. Again, I'm not a supporter of Diddy. I'm a supporter of injustice. Right is right and wrong is wrong. What did he do outside of exposing his nasty, vile individual? I mean, Piecez, filthy, lifestyle. Filthy, pissy, and lifestyle. This is what they R. Kelly. He liked his women legally young. Legally young. If legal in the state of Chicago say 17, R. Kelly was riding the cuff in the waves of the 17-year-old legal in his state women. That's what the world says in Chicago. 17 is legal. Go to Alabama. It's 16. Okay? Come to California. It's 18. You ain't touching me. Not that he can't touch me. Because if I lived in Chicago and 17 was legal, baby, woo, my mind is telling me yes. My body is telling me yes, sir. Baby, I ain't gonna hurt nobody. I'm just saying, okay? I'd have been singing them tunes, baby. I'd have been tooting and booting. Shit. I'm just saying, if it's legal, okay? Because it's just the way it is, okay? And that's why I play my song. That's just the way it is, or sometimes it's not the way it's supposed to be, okay? So now, boom. Whew, that was a lot. Yeah, I'm back, y'all, from bringing that shit. Oh, excuse me. I don't think I can say those words anymore. Let me check the comment for a second. I don't want to miss you guys in the comment section, and then we're gonna jump into Diddy a little bit more, and then I want to drag Chrisean Rock. I was one of her number one supporters, but I gotta drag you, baby. I gotta drag you. Okay, I'm trying to do a little grace, like I said. I'm giving you grace. I'm giving you some mercy, but I gotta give it to you. Okay. Shout out to my girl Nene is in the building. Hi, Nene B. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. Oh my God, I miss you guys so very much. You guys have no idea. Y'all have been my support system probably as much as I've been y'all's. It's been an equal share of love here on this particular platform. Shout out to Krista Johnson. I see you in the building. Welcome to the platform. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribers button. If you want to hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button, okay? Because you don't want to miss me when I come back and give you my A game, okay? And hit that bell notification, select all, so you don't miss me when I pop up, okay? Because this is definitely one of these moments. I didn't have class today. I didn't have to be anywhere today. So I said, thank you, God, that he gave me the ability. And then Dana. Shout out to Dana, because Dana been tugging and tugging and tugging. When you come back next, when you come back, sis. I'm here, okay? You did it. You did. You woke me up. You know, we've been waking each other up. He always can get that spiritual journey for me, that spiritual healing, because I'm going to always bring it to you the way God would want me to deliver the messages. Rather, I'm bringing it in a sarcastic way, a funny way, or a straightforward way. You're going to get it the real way. It won't be altered. It won't be doctored. It won't be fake or phony. It won't be a fax. It won't be a copy. It's going to be the original, okay? Because nothing can be an original. Not a fax, not a copy, and not a hoax. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna be building the team again, so I'm gonna be needing new moderators eventually. But right now, you know, this is my day one, and I'm just missing you guys. So yeah, let's show some love for me, please. Let me feel y'all as much as I'm feeling the people right now. Shout out to Paula. Hi, Paula. Hey, boo. So good to see you as well. New Media is in the building. Shout out to New Media. I appreciate you so very much. I'm all in with you, sister. Thank you so very much. And let me just share some fun fact before I jump to the next one. I was just recently in the Supermom 2025 challenge. I made it to become a Supermom 2025 semi finalist. So I managed to get to the last before the last of the finals. I made it to the semifinals, and it was a ride, and it was such a fun run. I really appreciated the love, the support that I got from each and every one of my supporters. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna start changing my names to my name, because it's just, I want to be who I am. I don't want to be Hollywood Next like I was, but I'm always going to be Hollywood Next to you guys. But I want to be represented as the person that I am, which is Felicia. Okay, so there's going to be some name changes, going to be some different things we're going to do around here, but I'm always open to you guys. Okay, so I was a semi-finalist in the Supermom 2025 challenge, and I almost jumped that hurdle to get to the finals, but it was very competitive as we got closer, and then the group that I was in was a very competitive group. So shout out to all those ladies, and shout out to the one that jumped the hurdle, but she didn't make it to the win. I wasn't against her, but I was against her in my group, because I was like, baby, I don't know what you did to hold that spot like that, because she did not budge. I was going from second to third to fourth to second to third to fourth. I said, I'm out. It's too much. Y'all not fit to keep taking my money, and I ain't touched the girl that's at the top. So I sat back and I let them play, and nobody moves her out of her seat. So I'm glad that I made that conscious decision to step out of the game and just give it to the person who is meant to have it for the 2025 year. Not to say that I won't enter again, and not to say I won't have that support when I do enter it again, but it was a fun run, and I was very, very humble and appreciative and thankful to the Most High for putting me in a position to do something like that. So now, moving forward. All right, so I gave you guys some snippets on R.Kelly and the Diddy and the comparison and the contrast. And again, they're exposing Diddy's nasty lifestyle the same way they did expose R.Kelly's lifestyle of what he was accustomed to: legal young women. He was riding the cuffs. Okay, Diddy don't got no python, so that let me know R.Kelly got them. Ooh, baby. R. Kelly had it. It was no way he had to do what Diddy was doing. Diddy did something because Diddy didn't have it. R. Kelly had the monster. Okay, he had the package deal. Ooh, baby. Whew, he had it. Okay, so that's without a shadow of a doubt. We know R. Kelly had the package. He had the monster. He didn't have a shrimpy. It wasn't little. It was big. So he wasn't a dusty. So Diddy don't got it, and he had to hire people to come please his woman while he pulled that little 2-inch killer out. I know that little thing was slipping out of his hand. He had so much baby oil. It makes sense why he had the baby oil now, right? It makes all the sense in the world to me. He had the baby oil because it was little. He was a shrimpy. He was like, whoop. He had to get more oil. Pour all the oil. That thing was falling off. He couldn't. I mean, that thing must be so. He should have just got some tweezers. He should have just got some tweezers and just did like this. Because that just don't make no sense to me. I ain't gonna even front. Ain't no way. Okay, I don't care how much money he has or what he was doing for them. $100,000 to Keikos and trips and things and Birkin bags and all that stuff back. That's why I tell women, get your own money. There's no reason you should have to be accustomed to doing something strange and filthy like that for a piece of change, okay? Because me, I'm not self-made. I'm God-made. God is my provider. There's no way he's going to leave me nor forsake me or not give me the things that I am entitled to have because we were all created in the image of God's likeness. Do you guys not know how much of a masterpiece y'all are? Do you not know how important you people are in my chat and all over the world? Do you guys not know that each and every one of us has made it here have came through a fight of 500 million sperms and we that one that made it? That's why you should know you special every time you look at yourself in the mirror. Don't never let nobody tell you you're not special. You are special. You were created to be special. You were created in the image of our universal God. If you don't believe there's a God like a Christian God or a Buddhist God or Allah or whatever you believe in, if you don't believe in nothing, you're an atheist, just know there's a universal God. There is a universal God, okay? He runs the whole universe, okay? He created it. So just know that much. That's how special you guys are. If nobody has not told you, you heard it here today, okay? So boom, moving past that. So yeah, that was that. And Diddy had a foul lifestyle. He didn't have it. He couldn't please his women. He had all that money and he didn't even think to go get a penis enhancement. They got him. They have him. I had a guy, he had a shrimpy. It was little. Next time I saw him, he was huge. Said, what did you do? He won't tell me to this day. Oh, always that nigga. Stop playing with me. You did not have that the last time I seen you, okay? You did something, and that thing is thinging. That thing is thinging, okay? And so they have it out there. So I know that ability for men is out there. So he should just go get an enhancement, and he can stop letting all these men pounce on the women that he want to be with. He could just give it. He should have community penis. He don't have community ick. So yeah, that's what happens when you don't have community ick. So yeah, but R. Kelly had community. You see the compare and contrast. So anyway, one man is not an enterprise, as we know, and I truly do believe that the stuff that's coming out in trial for Diddy is given set up to getting given R. Kelly's blueprint, given takedown, given government run, okay, and government exposed. And I'm just glad that he has the bag to fight these battles and expose these people for what they are doing to him and showing all that they were involved and that they were participants, willing participants, okay? And so, with that being said, that's my thoughts on that. But today is day 23 of the Diddy trial, and the U.S. Sean versus Combs, part three, trying with full comments back on after Ye left. Many said part one thread broken, but try again. Perez still okay. So there was no new audiobook. Diddy on trial week 4. This is older. Let's see. Let's get into some of the stuff that's happening in his trial right now. This is 25 minutes ago. So the judge, all rise. Mr. Perez, were you subpoenaed? Do you have an immunity agreement? He said yes. See how they just throwing out immunities like that? So basically the immunities is covering criminal acts, people who should be on trial with Diddy. They flipping them. Let's give you a deal. We're going to let you walk and then we're going to take him down. Same way R. Kelly is in jail. Let's bring in these white supremacists. Let's take R. Kelly out. We're going to let you walk while he goes and be unalive. That's just their tactic. And they just showed us their hands, how dirty they are. We always know they were dirty. We always know they played dirty. But this is a crazy exposure. And I will call it one hella of an exposure. Okay. So now, Mr. Combs, I mean Perez to Mr. Combs, Gucci pouch. Wait, I gotta go back. So is this an immunity deal? Yes. Let me show you this. What is this, Perez? Mr. Combs, Gucci pouch, USA. What was in the Gucci pouch, Perez? Drugs and money. Okay, see, this is they. It just shows you this is what they will do to take you out. Okay, they exposed their hand, and shout out to the two men. I'm bouncing back, so forgive me, but shout out to the two men with integrity. They have probably been in the federal prisons for I don't know how long. That would have been an opportunity for them to be free in the free world again if they would have did something for the government. But somewhere in the back of their lobe, conscience kicked in. Because for one, they're not the same person they once was when they got there, I'm sure. All that time has passed. You know, you get a chance to rehabilitate yourself, and I'm sure they rehabilitated themselves within, and they had a conscience. But they was up to the agreement because had they not agreed, R. Kelly would not be aware that the plot had thickened and that his life was in that much danger. So this is a very, very severe and serious situation that should not be taken lightly. Okay? This should not be taken lightly. We should really think about this. We should really look at the situation and be like, oh my God, wow. And then look at Diddy's situation. You got people getting immunity deals. The same ways they was going to give the Arias brothers immunity deals to do something for them. That's what they're doing in Diddy's case right now. They're giving immunity deals so that these people can come in there and say what they want to say, whether they lie, get caught in a lie or not, and then hoping that they can possibly pay the jury off. The jury is going to possibly, in my opinion, this is not a fact, in my opinion, also get some big compensation. The government is so full of resources, unlimited resources. They can give everybody on that jury panel $1 million or more if you just vote him guilty. This is very, very serious. So the situation with R. Kelly is so big, it did not just expose what they were doing to him. They exposed their blueprint of how they operate. And I want to make sure I'm that beacon and that voice to highlight that and show you the people, because we are the people, just how they move. They move grimy. That's dirty. That's foul play, and that's criminal acts coming from people who's supposed to be about the law, but they are bending the law and crippling the law to work in their favor. You see how cold the system is? That's why it's not worth even dialing 911, getting those people caught up in your business. It's a beast in that facilities all over the world. That's the enslavement from the ship that we was dropped here off of. That's the entrapment that they entrap we the people with by having these prisons here like that, and putting people in those prison systems, locking them up like that, knowing most of them is innocent. Yeah. That's why you have the innocent projects out here to fight for these men. This is wrong on every level. There's nothing right about what's happening to Mr. Kelly, okay? Or Diddy for that matter. Now, Diddy, if you was trafficking them and you did the things that they alleged you had did, absolutely put you under the jail, okay? But come on. Right is right and wrong is wrong. This could be your brother. This could be your daddy. This could be your son. What are you going to do when the cuffs are on you? How are you going to get out of the situation? Do you have what it takes? Do you have the resources? Do you have the support system? So this is not a beat down of Diddy or R.Kelly. This is just right is right and wrong is wrong. You didn't like them. They became moguls, and you dislike them for the moguls that they are, the nasty lifestyle that these women had opportunities. You can't sit here and tell me they didn't have the right to say, I'm not about to let this man touch and pound on me. They wanted the dunk. They wanted Donkey Kong. They did. They wanted Donkey Kong. If this gonna please me to be with this little thing, and see, that just goes to show you how women don't even care about the men that they be with. They willing to sacrifice. Some women, not all of us. I'm a classy lady. Okay, ain't no way you about to, we ain't gotta talk about me. Back to the situation at hand. Ain't no way. She didn't want it. She was like, I mean, but just like I said, I was trying to say, this is exposing the fact that a woman would be with a man because he got money, no swiper. Money, no swiper, will do some strange things for some change to be in the presence of someone like him, to get what he had for them, because he really didn't have the whole package. He had everything. He just didn't have that thing that really just sews you together. That soul tie. You know, they was tied in on the money. They didn't love him. They loved what he could do for them. This also exposed Young Miami. Okay? She talked about the golden showers. She was happy about the golden showers. She sat down with Trina and talked about, yeah, big goofy. You big dummy. I'm sorry that was slipped out, but it was funny. But no, you big dummy. Like, come on now. You was bragging about this. You have daughters, you know, your little baby Summer, okay? She's gonna see this one day. And Mama, it's okay for me to have a golden shower. I want to go to shower. You're misinformed. You're miseducated. You're ignorant, and you don't even know you're ignorant, because the system and society has trained the mind to be that way. We don't have to be that way. If you learn more, you get more educated, you have more knowledge, you have more understanding, then you'll be like, But see, I was young knowing this. I saw people falling when I was young. I'm not about to be like that. I'm not about to prostitute myself. You're about to see me on nobody's street corner. None of that. Huh? No. So anyway, Young Miami was a willing participant, just like Cassie. Just like 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne. You know, I'm sure I could say her name now. I ain't a part of this. I don't got nothing to do with it. Okay. But, you know, these women and these Jane Does, they were willing participants. They wanted the lifestyle, and they was willing to do anything it took for it. I mean, that just goes to show you, you know, you gotta, it's a certain type of women out there. I call them talented women. You talented, but if anytime a person can be with more than one man at one time, I could never do it. But anybody that could be with more than one man at one time, baby, you talented. That's a talent. That's an art. Okay. And everybody can't be an artist. Everybody can't. That's a talent, because and it's a nasty talent, and it's not a cute talent. It's a disgusting talent because it's too many diseases out here. It's too much out here, and I want to be that voice to tell you, young women, you guys are beautiful, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are somebody, and you should know you are somebody. Don't let society define you that of your beauty or your worth because of the things you see. You got to learn how to walk past those things. It's not for you. What's for you is for you. God is not going to give your blessing to somebody else. He's going to bless each and every one of us according to his will, not ours, but his. Okay, just be patient and wait on the Lord. Don't just wait on the Lord, but wait in the Lord. Okay, that's what I would say to you guys. But yeah, this is very much heavily exposed. This case is exposed, and the government showed their hand and just how they moving. Let me read some of y'all comment section, and the last thing I'm gonna talk about is Chrisean, and I'm out of here. Okay, I'll give you guys an opportunity. If you have a comment, you want to comment, put your comments in the comment section. If you want to call in, I still have the same call-in number. I'll put that in the chat momentarily, and then you guys can call in and voice your thoughts and your opinions. If not, I will see you guys again on the next one. Okay, I'll get there when we get there. So let's finish the crawl before we walk. Um, Let's see. Life with Prissy says there have been so many brothers released through the program. Kudos to them. Absolutely. And I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I don't like what he's doing with this immigration stuff. But there are some immigrants that I wouldn't mind to go back. And so if you got some immigrants that's your enemy, this might be the time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them getting deported. Okay. Woo, who would have known this day would have ever came? But I wouldn't wish that on anybody, especially those that are being separated from their children. I mean, I'm hearing, and it's so tearful to hear a 12-year-old child is being separated from their parents, and he's out here with nowhere to go and no guidance. I was actually in Ross a few weeks ago when a little girl was in there shopping with her dad, and she said, "Dad, I'm American because I was born here. Does that mean you and mom got to go back to Guatemala?" And that just, I could have cried tears. I felt that little baby's pain, and she couldn't have been no more than 7 or 8 years old. So it's affecting a lot of people. I don't take this as a joke. I don't even take this lightly, but it's just a sad situation. It's so sad and so unfortunate. I'm sorry. Let me get back to the comments. There have been so many brothers. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely no. If it's happening to people with money, we don't stand a chance. Thank you for that comment right there. That's a rich comment right there because that is the truth. That is the truth. Who are we? We don't got Diddy's money. We don't got Kell's money. We don't have the celebrity hat to put on or the jacket to wear. We are ordinary citizens. Okay. But one thing they never gave us was our civil rights. Okay, we still fighting for that. At least the African American ones are. A lot of people gotten rights before us. LGBT, no shout out, no shade to y'all, but y'all did get acknowledged. Y'all got what y'all wanted. We still have yet to be acknowledged for our civil rights. Okay, I would be so confused with who is who. No thanks. Yes, 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 yes. So now, let me see this. Let me see. I can push this over for a second. Let me see if I can find Chrisean Rock right quick. I just want to break this down for the Chrisean Rock fans, so y'all can have some understanding. Let's see. She said, "I'm not explaining nothing. Just want the greatness to unfold." And then she put the circus up there. This is May 16th. She put the circus up there. I knew from the start is she's a headliner in the circus act. Blueface is gonna bleed her. I'm telling you right now, Blueface is going to bleed her. All he needed was this one chance. And one thing you never supposed to do, women and young women out there, is give a man a bullet to shoot you the second time because he missed the first time. Chrisean got away. She decided to go back. And now she's acknowledging that she's back with Blueface. And that was just as recent as yesterday. Let me see if I can get on Insta. Let me share this with y'all. This is just crazy, y'all. She's sitting here playing with the people, honey. Well, she playing with her support system. I'm not her support system anymore. I'm just somebody that's watching now, and I'm going to be voicing my opinion as it needs to be voiced in a way that is separated from what does this say? Oh, that ain't the code no more. hollywoodnex@gmail.com. Let's see my Instagram. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. Say sorry, the password don't match. So I'm telling y'all, I gotta get recreated, y'all. I'm coming back. I'm coming back because I feel like my voice is definitely needed. Because I'm just definitely not for this. Hold on. Ooh, it's getting real, y'all. Ooh, wee. Okay, so let me see where my email is, so I know how to go to my account. What email am I using? That's crazy. I don't know my email. I'm telling y'all, I've been out the scene, y'all. I was living my blessed life. Ooh, I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no stress. Only thing I got is bless. Okay. Okay, this is this. So it's Felicia John. What is my? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. They're saying that it's Felicia. I told you I'm changing my name to my name. It's time to be me. I don't know what my passcode is. Let's see if this is it. Mm-mm. Shit, I forgot. Not right now. It should have been Hollywood Next, but I don't have access to that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't send it there. Can't reset the password that way. Mm-mm. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. Let's see. Wowzers. It's gonna take a minute for me to try to figure out how to get back into this account. So I'm not gonna play with it at this moment. I'm just gonna read it because I'm already in my account from here. Let me just check one more thing. Edit the profile. User's name, Felicia John. Okay, I think I might remember. Let me see something. Let me try this. Username. Let me just log in. I'm gonna have to make some changes. Oh my gosh. Personal information and settings. Which email? So it is Hollywood Next. Okay. All right, I figured it out. Hold on, y'all. Let me thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for being patient with me today. Day one back on the scene, y'all. Day one back on the scene. Okay. So I have another way I can log in, which is a blessing. Let me just put forgot. Let's see. All right, here we go. I got a way to get in, y'all. Thank God. Hold on. Trouble in logging. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's see. So right here. Email. I have to change this email contact. Oh, okay. I can log in. I figured it out. Let me go back here. Oh, I should be in now. Let's see. How do I share my screen? Right here. There we go. Okay. All right. It's asking me to confirm some things. Definitely want to Yes, save my information, y'all. Whew, that was a lot. Okay, so what's happening then now? Send link. It says if okay. Send the link. Okay, here we go. Log in as me. Here we go. Let's see. It was you. Lord, it was you pulling me through. Okay, come on. What's going on? Mm, why is it not letting me take me to the home page? Okay. I'm in, y'all. Boom. All right, now we in. Okay, so this is me as a Supermom finalist. So I was a Supermom 2025 final. They sent me some nice little partying gifts and things like that. So that's what you guys are seeing right here on the screen. Try to blow that up for my people so y'all can see that right there. Yeah. So that's that. Let's get into this Chrisean dramatic drama. Okay. What she don't understand is Blueface wants to take her down. And I don't mean like unalive or anything. He wants his lick back. Okay? She humiliated him since he's been locked up and incarcerated. She literally humiliated him and played in his face. She went and got with other men and things of that nature. Okay, I don't think she would post all the things that I'm seeing on social media on her page. Let's see. Which platform did I just see it on? Because this is circus out here, y'all. Oh, Yandy is a hot mess. She been exposed for having a side dude. And then what's so crazy about her situation, I know I'm bouncing, but what's so crazy about her situation is her and Mendici not even legally married. All they did was had a wedding, but no real wedding, no real marriage was behind that. That's crazy. Who go and put together a whole wedding without actually getting legally married? Like, you got to be the slowest bunch of rocks I've ever seen. Let's see, Circus Blue is where I saw it at. Here we go. So this is for the Chrisean Rock supporters. I will be putting a lot of my commentary together, kind of like that or whatever. I just didn't want to be in the corner blocking that. Um, let me see. Carlissa responded. Before we get to that, let's get to this video where Chrisean says that she is back with Blueface right quick. Wait. Chrisean's a clown. She did that baby wrong. Oh, he looks just like Ronnie Doe. And I'm not fit this hold back. That baby looks like Ronnie Doe. Period. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is where I'm supposed to swipe to that and go back. Here we go. Say baby did. Sound like she's lit. Okay? She sound like she's lit, like she's high. somebody to put an AI together with her baby and Blueface. People is crazy out here, okay, with this AI. They are going bizarre with it. Um, Her baby, in my opinion, is going to be another Alexis Sky situation. And it's unfortunate because she definitely was drinking throughout her pregnancy, and she stagnated that baby, and it's not his fault. He's innocent in all of this, and this is so not the way it should have been. Um, wow, Journey looks like her mom. Wow, that's a nice look. Okay, so here's Blueface's mom, Carlissa, reacts to Chrisean saying her and Blueface are back together. Let's see what Carlissa had to say. Said you can't hear it? Hold on. Thank you. Thank you. Let me fix it. Ooh, that's a lot from let me see, how do I get the audio to play? Screen share, audio, sound effects. Mm-mm. All I know is Carlissa is crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna do this over. Hold on. I'm gonna just play it from my device. Hold on. Hold on. All right, here we go. No comment about Blue or Rock. My comment is that I hope the fuck that they stay apart, and I hope that they both get the healing that they need, so that they can be the best parents that they can be to their children. I think whatever is best for your kids. I told him I had to give up a lot too. I had to give up all the niggas I wanted to be with. Them street niggas, y'all know which ones we like. But I'm talking about when I was in my 30s and I wanted to be with, a crazy person or a person that didn't have them all. Y'all know what I'm talking about because we attracted to them lunatics. So I understand what my son is going through. However, you have 3 children, young man. You need to stay the fuck away from around anybody that's not moving correctly at all times, okay? Because you can't fuck around. Okay. So basically, Carlissa is not in agreement with Blueface and Chrisean allegedly getting back together. And I don't blame her, but what I will say is that um, Chrisean don't know the game she playing. She does not know the game, because if she knew better, she would definitely do better. She got away. She should have stayed away. But she needs Blueface as much as he needs her. And I'll say it like that. Blueface needs Chrisean because Chrisean is the clout right now. Chrisean names ring lots of bells and it's still a viral sensation. Like that girl can go viral literally um just every time she speaks she goes viral, like literally. So for me, he needs that. That's going to bring his relevancy back because he's been off the scene for a minute and he don't have that. So Chrisean can revamp him, and then once she revises him, he's going to make her digress. She's not going to progress. She's going to digress. He might use her for a second so she can bring some bacon home, okay? And it's not going to be a good look for her. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not going to be a good look. It's not going to be a good look for her. Um, for one, that baby ain't Blueface, in my opinion. It's not a fact. That's just my opinion. He looks just like the guy that was taken out. Allegedly, Chrisean has something to do with that. Okay. Um, it's so much, honestly, when it comes to that situation. um it's not a good look. She was publicly seen out here with other men, while Blueface has been locked up, and Blueface having to deal with that. Yeah, Blueface got other women too, but see, that's the difference between us and them. Men want to do stuff like that. Women should have more class about themselves, more integrity about themselves, to not try to do what he does. She's trying to mirror his behavior. It may work for him, but what works for him may not work for you. You're going to get the backlash, and he's going to keep being who he is. He's a clown. So you should let him run his circus the way he runs his circus. Now, if you want to be an entertainer in his circus, then yeah, by all means, keep doing what you're doing, because you're going to be one of his headliners, okay? And if you can't be the headliner, he's looking for another headliner. Jaden Alexis, from my understanding, she's like not really interested in him right now. But see, that's just word of mouth, because once he come home, it's gonna be a different ball game. That feelings just don't go away like that. She has two beautiful children by him, and so it's gonna be different. But when Chrisean speaks, she speaks of Blueface, and she can't even really say her baby daddy the way you should say it if you know for a fact that's your baby daddy. My baby daddy. My baby daddy. Like, it's more like she rolls it off her tongue, like, to hurry up and say it. Like, my baby daddy, and then, yeah, 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 yeah. Girl, bye. You're not convincing me. I'm really not convinced Blueface is the baby father to Junior, to Chrisean Jr. I just don't see it. I don't see any resemblance in him or them. None of them. I see everything looks like Ronnie Doe's grandmother, Ronnie Doe's mom. That baby looked just like them people. That's Ronnie Doe's baby, in my opinion. Okay, and so it's just a mess with that situation. I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's a mess with it. But yeah, she giving him another opportunity. She running around here. She claiming Blueface. Good luck. Cause Blueface gonna do you dirty, and this time you better pray to God that you survive, because trying to get through a hard breakup or a loss is not the easiest walk in the park. Okay, I know from experience. Okay, as many times that I don't know how I'm still standing with the things that I have been through in my life. I'd be like, I know if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, where would I be? Okay. So because God was on my side, that's why I'm able to still stand tall through it all today. Because you have to have a universal God that you pray to. You have to truly believe it. You can't just straddle the fence when it comes to God. See, God is not going to bless no mess. Okay. She can run to the church house all she want to, because you run in there, and then but God knows your heart. He knows your spirit. He knows you. He created you. He knows your thoughts before you even think of. He even knows the number of the hairs on your head. So you don't think he knows your next move is not about to be your best move? And you constantly running back to the same person. You can't go back to the person that hurt you thinking they're gonna fix you, because you playing with yourself and your mental health. And mental health is real. And that's why I thank God that everything I've been through, I'm still able to stand tall through it all. Like, you guys are going to be so shocked when I start opening up to y'all, as we continue to grow back together and be as one as we was, and regain you guys' support, and have you guys subscribe to the channel and turn those bell notifications back on, put them on all, because Hollywood is back. I don't think I just came here just for today. I know I'm back, because I wouldn't even came back to give y'all a little bit if I couldn't give it all to you. I'm not going to do y'all like that. I had to walk away. Things was not looking too pretty, with all the stuff that was happening. I wanted to get away from the devil. The devil do not run me. One thing about me is I don't do controlled substance. And anything that's controlling me, I need to take full control over it. And if I don't have control over it, I don't want nothing to do with it. So I left because I felt like I did not have control over the things that was happening on social media. So I gave myself some time to deal with life and do what I need to do so I can come back and be a better version of myself than I was when I left. But y'all still gonna get that Hollywood next, even though I would like to be identified as my government name. But I definitely still gonna always have the love and the attachment of Hollywood next because that's dear to me. But Hollywood next is actually a brand of something that I told you guys about before. It's a reality TV show that I put together. I never seen this reality show be ever put together in the history of reality TV. So I'm going to need some support so I can get this script. It's not even a script, it's a reality TV show. But I want to get this business plan put in the right people's hands so they can help me present it to the world so you guys can see that I wasn't just off the scenes doing nothing. I was actually building stuff up for what's to come next. Okay. So, but anyway, for you Chrisean Rock supporters, and I was one of her loyal supporters. I cannot support her mess moving forward. I had to cut the ties with her and cut the ties with a lot of stuff that was happening on social media because it meant me no good. It wasn't serving me no purpose. And so I had to learn how to maneuver and figure out social media and what works and what doesn't work. And so again, coming back with more knowledge than I had when I came on here the first time back in 2018 and 19, I was ignorant. And I can acknowledge that. I was hella ignorant. I did not know half the stuff I've learned today. So because of the things I learned, I would like to share them with you so it could possibly help somebody. No, it's not going to possibly. I'm claiming it. It's going to help somebody out there, okay? Because you need to know you are not alone in your day-to-day struggles, your day-to-day life. It gets real. Sometimes we have to take our mental breaks and it's okay. Take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth. The last time I was here, you guys know I was a diabetic. Since then, I have been into remission. I no longer have diabetes. I self-proclaimed it. I changed my eating habits. I changed everything that I was doing. I even added some activities like workouts inside of my change habits. Okay, so it's so many things that I had to do and go through. So I'm just thankful to God that He didn't leave me, that He was right there with me. And He was just waiting on me to open up and let Him back in fully, take control over my life and guide me the right way. So this time I'm better than I ever was, but I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes. I still fall short, but I repent of my sins and I ask God to forgive me for each and every one of them, known and unknown. And that's something you guys should also do as well. But when it comes to Chrisean, I can't support her because she's not being a good example out here for the young women that's looking out here and trying to find their way. There's a way, and I can give you my own thoughts and opinions of ways that how I gotten through a lot of my trials and tribulations so it don't affect you guys' mental health. If anything, I want to protect the people's mental health. I want to protect your livelihood, and that way you can stay in the game and not fall out the game, okay? But the first and most important thing is change your eating habits and exercise. Even if you walk, the gym is not everything. You want to naturally walk on the concrete because it's uneven and it's giving you balance. The gym treadmills are straight, so you're not really going to get the full benefit of what you're supposed to receive. I had to research a lot of this information. I come back fully researched. I come back fully prepared, and whatever I don't know, like I said, I can always dig and dive and research it and get those understandings and clarification for not just myself, but as I present anything, I present to the people, okay? Because we are the people, okay? It's powers in us, it's strength in us, and we're stronger together and we're stronger in numbers, okay? We can, together, we can stand, or divided, we can fall. We can all be one for all and all for one, okay? So that's just something that to just keep in your minds and just know you have my support. And I'm always here to answer any questions you guys may have. So as far as Chrisean Rock goes, in conclusion, I can't support her right now. I don't know if I could ever support her. I won't throw her away because I know God didn't throw me away. She just needs prayer and she needs guidance. She's really lost in her ignorance and she needs to get more educated and she needs to gain some knowledge. I have some answers to a lot of those questions. I know how to deal with stress. I know how to deal with depression. I know how to deal with the weight of the world when it's thrown at you. I have resources that I will lead you right to the water, but I cannot make you drink it. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna pray for her. Is what she will always receive my prayers. But I need to see her do better, and she can. But her focus is in the wrong place. She's focused on what society thinks of her. She's yet to come into becoming of who she is and accept her for her full self and the potentials that she has within. They're there, but she's just not guided properly, and she don't have the right support system around her. She got a lot of people that just want to be in the limelight, and by any means necessary, just like we seeing with Diddy, they will do anything for a bag and for clout. Okay, so don't be one of them. But that is my time. I've stayed here past my half an hour. I gave you guys more than an hour more than what I really wanted to do, but I appreciate this. This is very enriching. This is very much so needed, not only for me, but I'm sure for you guys, for clarity and for understanding. So what I will do now is take the time to ask anybody if you guys have any questions. Y'all been following these cases. I'm going to put my number in the chat. I'm going to open up the phone lines to you guys. I will always give you that call of action at the end of my live. So if you want to call in, the number is going to be in the chat. It's going to stay on the screen for about a few seconds, but it won't stay longer than that. So I just want you guys to be able to call in. And again, if you are new to this channel, I definitely want to welcome you to the platform. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribers button. Can we go to Stake 48? I don't even know what that is, but I'm most definitely open. Dark matter. If you want to take me to Steak, I will have the best salad they offer because I do not eat meat. I gave up the meat, and it's how I beat my diabetes. Okay. Um, Let me turn on my ringer just in case anybody wants to call in. If you don't feel comfortable calling in, that's fine too. But the phone line is now open for your comments as well as your questions on the topics that we discussed today, starting with Diddy, R.Kelly, and ending with Chrisean. Any of the three you want to elaborate on, you have questions, you want to hear my thoughts and my opinion on whatever it is you want to know, now's the time to ask those particular questions, okay? If not, I'll give y'all a few more minutes and stuff, but I ain't about to sit here and beg y'all to call in. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I pray that all is well with each and every one of you guys. What do you mean R. Kelly is in danger? R. Kelly life is in danger. He's in a situation where the government has hired some white supremacists, the Arias brothers, to the Brotherhood from the Arias, to come in and take Mr. Kelly out. So they offered deals to them if they went along with the takedown of R. Kelly. They wanted to unalive him, and so they was not successful. They were not successful, and the people that they hired to do it, they transferred them from one federal prison. I mean, this was the quickest transfer in the history of transferring inmates from one prison to another because they did it strategically to put them in a cell with R. Kelly. When they got to Butner, where R. Kelly is stationed at, they was not even on the same tier as R. Kelly. So the government arranged for them to be housed in the same unit as Mr. Kelly, and then sought out the plan that they agreed to so they could have freedom, right? But there's a God somewhere, because the God that's somewhere was in those men, and they had a conscious heart and a conscious decision to say, we don't want to do what we did to get us in here. They might have taken out a lot of people. I don't know their history of what their charges were and what put them in the federal system, but the federal thought it would be beneficial if they can utilize these two to go in there and take out Mr. Kelly on the behalf of the government. This is information that's been out here, and it came out recently a few days ago, and it's been all over the blogs. And it's a sad time that it's come down to we're not safe. It's just exposed we're not safe. Okay. So his life is in danger. and that they're trying to take him out. But these men had a change of heart. They told Mr. Kelly of the plot and the plan. They're willing to take lie detector tests, and they have been in contact with Mr. Kelly's legal team, and his legal team put together a motion to get Mr. Kelly out of the system as ASAP, as soon as possible. So just stay tuned, because that should be sometime. We should hear something as soon as possible. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. GG77 said, too many bodies been unalive for me to show Chrisean mercy or grace. Yeah. I don't have any. I always will have grace and mercy, because I'm a child of the Most High. He had it for me. But she still has to repent of her sins, because he forgives us all. Now, I don't know about the ultimate sin when you take somebody out. I don't know how God operates when it comes to that. I'll talk to my pastor about that Sunday, or in the Bible study when I go back on Wednesday. But for right now, I still have to give her grace. That's just the Christian in me. I can't do it no other way. But I respect your thoughts and your opinion. Yours do not reflect mine, nor mine do reflect yours. But the truth will hit the light. Okay. Let's see. I am in the office. 4 will get my number to you. Okay. Just text my phone, the number that's in the chat. Let me see. My goodness, all because they don't want to pay him, I'm assuming. It's bigger than the payout. It's more so that they got his royalties. Well, they had the royalties all mixed up, but they got his master record recordings. Um, I mean, we saw U-Hauls of this stuff. They had access to Mr. Kelly's storage, where all his memorabilia stuff, all his awards, his plots, his plaques and things of that nature, his Grammys and his Billboard awards, everything that he has done successfully are in the hands of the enemies. And so they don't want him to ever have that. But one thing they're not thinking about is he do have children out here, which would be his next of kin. But and I pray for those children, because those children are also misinformed, misguided, and built off of ignorance as well, due to their mom. And that's no shade. I was ignorant. I can acknowledge that, but I don't want to be ignorant anymore. I don't want to keep that stigma. I don't want that around me. I don't even want to entertain it. But just pray for me, because, like I said, my spirit is human and it's flesh. And so I don't want to eat flesh. But let me see. I'll give it another second. No calls. I'm just going to end the live. Let me check the text messages coming through. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, I got your text right on. I got your text. I can't call you after 4, but you can call in during the lives. I do not do off-air conversations, so anybody that want to have a conversation with me, you have to catch me on my live. I will not call people back unless you're on the live. That's the only time we can have conversations. What are your thoughts on these before? Okay, boom. And then that is that. So yeah, again, I'm here to rebuild with you guys. I'm here to get back into my commentary and bring you guys my thoughts and my opinions, along with the actual facts of the cases, so that way we can dialogue together, right? So with that being said, no callers are calling in. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. The likes are matching the views. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I will see you guys on the next one. This is not the way it's supposed to be. Don't forget to hit that like button. Turn that bell notification on. Select all. And don't forget to subscribe to this growing channel. Hollywood Next is back. AKA Felicia. AKA Pieces of the Puzzles. We put them together one piece at a time. Red's not supposed to be green, like faith's not supposed to be seen. The sky's not supposed to touch the ground, and a square's not supposed to be round. The moon's not supposed to touch the sun, and a two is not supposed to be a one. And the heart's not supposed to weigh a ton, and forever's not supposed to be done. Winter's not supposed to come in June, and I am not supposed to have the blues. There are so many things that are not supposed to be, babe, except you and me. There are so many things.
And I'm not supposed to be. Baby, yeah, except you and me. Night's not supposed to be long. Yeah. No one is supposed to be alone. Understanding is not supposed to be confused. And the wind is not supposed to lose. Like fire's not supposed to freeze. But like joy is not supposed to grieve. Like you are not supposed to leave. What I said I'm not supposed to mean. He is not supposed to have your heart. Baby, we are not supposed to be apart. There are so many things that are not supposed to be said. You and me. There are so many things that are not supposed to be. Hey, baby. It seems just like no seasons changing. Oh, this earth with no creation. Oh, heart with no feelings. Or a sickness without a healing. Just like a frozen spring. Or a bird with no wings. Just like a song in a key. That's how my life would be. Like the night skies with no stars.